Good afternoon to you all. We have returned to our lectures on computer usage and computer applications in chemistry. Computer-based methods of teaching and learning are the ones that we are mainly going to talk about today. Computer-based teaching and learning is referring to those new methods where we apply the computer either to enhance or to clarify or to bring out points more clearly or to iron out what we call abstract concepts in chemistry. Computer-based teaching and learning overcomes the teaching and learning of chemistry difficulties associated with complex and abstract concepts. Applications include PowerPoint presentations, animations, audio, video, and multimedia presentations, which are mainly employed by educators to try and bring the concepts in chemistry to the learners so that the explanations are not so hard to grasp, because with computer-based methods of teaching or learning, we shall see as we go on that they are mainly learner-centered. Computer-based teaching and learning methods. With these ones, we have the following. There is computer application in education, and it is associated with innovation, which goes with better retention and attention levels in the learners. Computer-based education has advantages over the traditional or conventional methods. The conventional methods that we are referring to here are those ones where we had the blackboard, we had probably a whiteboard and chalk, and we had charts, and we had probably some drawings by the teacher on the blackboard. Those methods that relied on search are the methods that we are calling traditional or conventional methods. And in this particular lecture, we are saying the computer-based education has advantages over those methods. And the first one is the computers mainly store and manipulate large amounts of data quickly. 2, they interact with users using appropriate software. 3, they can work as a projector, as charts, as tables, as slides, all in one. 4, they can be applied across the whole range of the school curriculum. Goals. What are the goals of integrating computers in education? What is our major drive here? What drives us to introduce, integrate, and probably use a system of approach, or we use methods of approach to education in chemistry, which is actually having computers in them. 1, to keep education system abreast with technological development. We are in the e-era, and every other time we have new innovations and we have a lot that is going on in technology. We cannot pretend that we are in our own world and we continue learning chemistry in the traditional way when the rest of the world is moving on. So to keep abreast with technological development, the introduction of computers in education was inevitable. 2, to increase efficiency and productivity in education. 3, to enable self-directed learning and construction of their mental visions, that is, the learner's mental visions. And 4, to enhance understanding of abstract and complex concepts through visual power of simulation and animations with multimedia effects. Multimedia applications. Multimedia applications are able to arrange information into non-structured facts. Multimedia have revolutionized conventional classroom into a virtual setting. The teacher has become a facilitator and knowledge director, and the learner an independent critical thinker, team player, collaborator with skills to solve problems and seek information. That is what multimedia has turned the learner into. Multimedia helps learners to develop deeper and wider understanding of the subject matter. It has brought about interaction. So we have interactive software stimulate usage of higher level thinking skills for theorizing, testing, and investigating. They increase technology literacy. They will lead to improve the teaching and learning, motivation, and higher levels of achievement. The software and different packages used in multimedia and computer applications in education. The application of computers in the teaching and learning processes employs Microsoft Word, the Excel, PowerPoint, Access, Photoshop, and others, as well as specialized packages such as ChemDraw, CFinder, and others. Word processing allows materials to be shared and modified to suit local needs, as it improves the writing skills and attitudes of both the educators and learners. Excel uses spreadsheets to process and present data, and its ability to solve a variety of chemistry problems, including calculations and plotting of graphs, makes the work of the educator and the work of the learners easier. It makes the learners concentrate on understanding the concepts rather than concentrating on the calculations and plotting of graphs or mathematical presentations. The packages. ChemDraw engages learners and it makes them more involved in the learning process. It can be used to write formulae, equations, chemical structures, and it can also be used to name compounds, structures of compounds whose names are unknown. ChemDraw normally does this very well. It makes learners collaborate better and engage in teamwork and discussions. Therefore, in this particular case, ChemDraw will make the learners associate with others, learn to live and work in teams. CFinder is valuable in literature search and laboratory assignments. The implications of computer-based education. Computer-based methods tend to generate learner-centered learning. These methods employ the three levels of representation: macroscopic, molecular, and symbolic in understanding the concepts in chemistry. The computer-based methods make the teacher actively participate in the teaching process, and the learners participate more in the learning process. Therefore, computer-based methods are very involving. the teacher or the educator is actively involved in the learning process, whereas the learners are also actively engaged and involved in their learning, and therefore they own what they come up to, or what they conceptualize, or what ideas they come up with. They actually come to own them, and therefore it is believed that this enhances the retention of knowledge, and also the attention is captured of the learners throughout the process. The teaching and learning process is therefore moves from teacher-centered learning to learner-centered learning. Conclusion. We shall meet for more lectures. Thank you very much for your attention.